see those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting-a-ting-a-ling. Ring, ding, 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 I'm on. It's lovely weather for a sleigh ride.
Drafted with the exact same number as your dad, who was a Super Bowl winning wide receiver for the Giants, and he sent me an email, and I just want to read you a little bit. He says, son, first of all, I'd like to congratulate you for being a great person and accomplishing your dream of being drafted and having the opportunity to play professional football. You have made me a proud father. I am so proud of the young man you have become. What would you like to say to your dad? You can imagine. You can imagine the emotion that the two of them have shared.
I want to tell my dad that I love him. I miss you, dog. You've been a positive influence on my life for my whole entire life. So I just want to thank you and let you know that I love you, man. And we did it.
To the tragic death of a beloved athlete. Junior Seau was found dead in his Southern California home of an apparent suicide. ABC's Tamon Bradley has details.
This morning, a search for answers into why NFL great Junior Seau may have taken his own life. The medical examiner hopes to provide more information about the 43-year-old's death, perhaps as soon as today. Police say Seau died of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. His family and former teammates are in shock.
Take me, leave my son alone.
My brother was a loving brother, a caring citizen.
It doesn't make sense, man. I just know how great a heart this guy has.
Who comes in at quarterback.
And that's going to do it for Case Keenum. Teddy Bridgewater is back.
There's tremendous reception for what Bridgewater has gone through to get to this moment.
It was August 30th, 2016, torn ACL.
This one downfield, pass caught, touchdown Des Bryant.
But I do want to recognize one guy. Des Bryant lost his dad last night, and I don't know if you guys watched that play today, but he was off the charts. Bring it on in here, Des.
Break it down, man.
Got you, baby. Family, baby. Hey, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for being my family, man. For real, man. I love every last one of y'all, man. Let's keep fighting, man. Let's never stop. Cowboys on 3. 1, 2, 3. Cowboys!
Beasley, a fair catch at the 30, so you have 13 seconds left. And there's an injured Seahawk, and they come sprinting off the Seattle sideline. It's Ricardo Lockett. A huge collision with Heath.
That's a big time hit right there, and he's out. You hope he's okay, and everybody went running out there immediately. And we see these collisions in the kicking game, whether it's on kickoffs or punts, as it was there. And big time collisions that they've eliminated from everything else within the game. But these are violent hits that happen in the kicking game that we continue to have.
Lockett in his third season out of Fort Valley State. When undrafted, Seahawks gave him a chance, and he's earned his way into their starting lineup. He's moving his hands. It's the first time we've seen him do that. Well, that'll certainly give your spirits a rise immediately. No one is praying harder for him than he. Oh boy. Yes, indeed, young man.
A night like tonight, this has to be the greatest place in the world for Brett Favre to be.
In Oakland on December 22, 2003, only a day after his father passed away, Green Bay quarterback Brett Favre honored his memory with an emotion-charged performance. He passed for 399 yards and 4 scores, and even Raider fans were moved to applaud, although their team was routed 41-7.
Some guys, in the midst of tragedy, sports becomes the one thing that allows you to kind of forget about all the other stuff. It was just the opposite with Brett. I think this was a 3-hour period where he used it to celebrate his father.
And Favre throws, and that is caught by Wesley Walls for a touchdown. And Brett Favre comes out and leads an 80-yard touchdown drive.
You can understand a guy having a flaw or two under those circumstances. From the moment he took his first snap until the end, Brett Favre could not be denied that night.
Favre, who was 5 for 5 for 105 yards, is 6 for 6 and a touchdown to Javon Walker.
Holy moly,
Well,
this
boy.
guy is something.
He needed that moment. He just needed to be on that field for those 3 hours and get away from it all, and he put on a show.
And Favre going deep into double coverage, and it is caught by Javon Walker.
Football fans really, they don't actually understand how complicated it is to run an NFL offense, and that Brett could keep his wits about him that night and have that kind of performance. Really typical Brett Favre.
I knew my dad would want me to play, and I love him so much and love this game, and it's meant a great deal to me, to my dad, and to my family, and I didn't expect this type of performance, but I know he was watching tonight.
That new indoor building they're going to have next year in Atlanta. Get a lead with your offense and then chase him down with pass rush.
When you watch this guy, he's one of these guys I love because you see second effort sacks. Some guys are speed guys, get around the edge and they get in a sack and get pushed off. This guy, he'll retrace, he'll fight right back into the offensive tackle. This guy's fun to watch. He plays his heart out every single weekend.
I don't do a whole lot of Twitter, but I found like 3 plays of his that I loved, and I put it out there. And, Coach, they were all hustle plays. They were all trying to come off the edge, see a little shovel pass, and make a tackle 25 yards down the field.
That's what this kid is. He's all heart. He's all effort. Talked to his old coach, Alonzo Carter, today, and he raved about what kind of kid he is, how hard he's worked to get where he is, and he's not going to stop now.
That's a photograph of his grandmother. I had Jim Moore on my show today, and he told the story that he made he told his grandmother as she was on her deathbed, the grandmother made a dying wish saying that he should go for his dream into the NFL. And as Jim Moore told it, she made that wish and then closed her eyes. Wow. And now here he is bringing that photograph of his grandmother out.
That's pretty cool.
Here in Philadelphia.
Let's go, man!
Very emotional moment.
I talked to his defensive coordinator, Tom Bradley at UCLA, who I've known for about 30 years. And Tom said he was going to...
Made a promise to her and I stuck to it. I made that promise, man. I told her. Before she passed away, I was going to live my dream. I was going to go D1. I was going to get out of Richmond. I was going to get out of Oakland. I was going to go to the NFL. I made that promise to her, man. 30 seconds later, she passed away. And this is what I do it for. This is who I do it for, man. Come on, man. Get to the damn quarterback. We don't get to the quarterback.
The emotions build up inside of you right now for your grandmother.
It means everything, man. It means everything. I made a promise to her. Like I said, I was going to go D1. I was going to get out of Richmond. I was going to get out of Oakland. I was gonna live my dreams, play the NFL. And I'm here, man. I completed the promise. That means everything to me. Excuse my language. Man, find me later, man. Find me later, man. This means everything to me. Everything to me, man.
I want you to do something for me. I love your passion. I love your intensity. But let's harness it and channel it in the right direction. Because if you can do that, ain't nothing can stop you.
We did it, man. Yes, sir. Thank you. We did it. I love you, Grandma. It's only the beginning.
It's an emotional morning,
Right.
but you were talking about Jerry Rice, and I saw leading up to this so many interviews of you when you were younger being asked, of course, are you going to be the next Jerry Rice? And your response that I heard was always, I'm not trying to be Jerry Rice, I just want to be Randy Moss. Well, you are the first ballot Hall of Fame wide receiver since Jerry Rice to go in. That's two guys in 20 years. Why is his name so important to you and make you so emotional like that?
I mean, when you play the position, and he's the guy that we're aiming for.
Yeah.
And so it just felt good just to play a 14-year career and just to hear from Jerry Rice. It really was. So I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me.
No, don't apologize for that.
It's just been a long journey, man. And, you know, I just want to give a shout out to everybody back in West Virginia, man. Back in my country, hometown of Rand, West Virginia, man. Y'all see how emotional I am? It's been a long road. It's been a long journey, man. It's been a lot of bumpy roads, man. But I wouldn't not change it for anything, man. First ballot Hall of Famer. Other than serving the man upstairs and loving my family, man, this is the best that they can ever give me, man. First ballot, man. I don't know what else I can say.
Reggie White was back in Philadelphia's Veterans Stadium as the guest speaker for the Billy Graham Crusade. Reggie was told of Jerome's death moments before he took the stage, then broke the news to the Philly faithful.
Tonight I had planned on sharing my testimony, but it's kind of been altered. Today, I lost a great friend. Philadelphia lost a great player. Jerome Brown died today. You know, this man was a very special man to me. His family were very special people. Out of all the stuff that you heard about Jerome Brown, the things said about him, and even the negative stuff, this man was one of the greatest people I ever met and knew in my life.